Hi, this is Trey Passer, and welcome to my Q&A video for 2014. This is the part 3, and again, I said I'm going to do this probably for about a month, maybe a month and a half, and there was 2 YouTubers that gave me a lot of questions to answer. I think one over 100. YouTuber DJ Donnelly and YouTuber Vanessa Adams, and I had to break them up with everybody else's questions, but now I'm down to their questions, so I'm going to try to answer like maybe 20 of her questions and 20 of his, and I'll mark it down so where I left off. And so when I do this again next week, I'll remember where I left off. Okay, so I'm going to go with ladies first. Okay, the last question that she asked me was, when was the last time you really pushed to your physical limits? And I think I answered that last time. So I'll begin, where is that? Okay, here we go. So I'll answer I'll answer 20 of her questions, and I'll answer 20 of his questions. Okay, the first question Vanessa Adams asked is, do you like pancakes? I love pancakes. Absolutely love pancakes. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Okay, are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential of others? That's a good question. I say build my own empire. I'm kind of selfish that way. What is the one strange thing you experienced in your life, but you have never shared with anyone? You've experienced in your life, but never shared with anyone. Oh, geez, that's a good question. Oh, geez, that's a hard, but that's a good question. Strange thing that you've experienced in your life. Okay, like I said, I don't believe in ghosts, but I think there was a time when I actually thought, that I saw ghosts. But I don't know if that was my mind playing tricks on me or something. But that was years ago when I thought I saw something. But I don't really believe in ghosts. And I never told anybody about that. Yeah, anybody about that. So I guess that would be it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. What do you think about more than anything else? That's funny. Okay, besides movies, of course, it's sex. I'm a guy. Guys think about sex a lot. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, 5. What's something that amazes you? Okay, there's something that amazes me. Okay, and probably there's a scientific reason for this. Is that when you buy milk, okay, and you pick it up and you carry it in your hand, like by the handle or whatever, it's relatively light. I mean, it's still heavy, but it's relatively light. But when you put it in a plastic bag, I think there's a reason for it, but I can't think of the scientific reason. Somehow it seems more heavier when you put it in a plastic bag and you carry it. Okay? I know there's probably a scientific reason for that, but there it is. That really amazes me how that's heavier when you carry it that way than whether if you carry it outside the bag and you carry it with your hand. Okay, okay, 6. Do you prefer day over night? I like the day. Although I do prefer the evening, I guess, in a way. Not that I hate the daytime or anything, but I think I prefer the night, even though, like I say, sleeping for part of it. But I like staying up at night, so I'm going to say the night. Okay. So I guess that would make me a good vampire. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. What's your favorite place to take an out-of-town guest? Well, I don't really do that, but if I had a choice to do that, take a stranger who's never been to New York, I would take them downtown to Manhattan. I would take them to Times Square because there's so many people down there, so much things to do. I would take them to Times Square just to let them look around at all the different things in Times Square, especially now that they've really rebuilt Times Square from what it used to be. It's an amazing place, especially for people that have never been there before. It probably might overwhelm them, but it's a great place because there's always people in Times Square. It's always something's always happening, and it's a beautiful part of the city. Okay, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8. What's the one thing you'd rather pay someone to do than do yourself? Go to the dentist for me, I guess. Although, like I said, I don't mind going to the dentist. I was being real afraid of dentists when I was younger, and then I kind of got over it as an adult. Kind of got over it, and now going to the dentist is not the terror thing that it was before. Even when I was in the service, I was afraid to go to the dentist. But you know, I guess been a civilian for a while, and now dentistry is relatively pain-free, to be honest, so it doesn't bother me to go to the dentist. But the only thing that I still can't stand about the dentist is that medicine that they give you to numb you up, and that medicine tastes so awful, and you have to swallow it or else you're going to gag, and ugh, it just gives me the chills. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then, so I guess I really answered the question. So, rather pay someone else to do yourself, or go to work, I guess, for myself. Not that I hate my job or anything, but if I get somebody else to go to do my job for me, that would be great. Okay, 9. Do you have a catchphrase? No, not really. Catchphrase. Although, I think I do one. So long and take care. I guess that's my catchphrase for my channel, I guess. Okay, so that's 9. That's 10. What's your reaction towards people who are outspoken about their beliefs? Keep it to yourself. Okay, kind of a turn off when people. Yeah, I mean, you can believe in stuff, but you don't have to preach it to everybody else. Okay, keeping that stuff to yourself is okay. Okay, and let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 11. Okay, you wrote. Okay, what position do you sleep in? I sleep on my back. Originally, I used to sleep on my stomach for most of my adult life, my stomach. But I had a real bad case of insomnia a few years back, and I couldn't sleep. You know, I would try to fall asleep, and then I would wake up in the middle of the night. So gradually, I got to, after a while, after the insomnia went away, sleeping on my back is the way I can fall asleep that way. That's the best thing for me. I can sleep on my back now. Although I can still sleep on my stomach if I'm tired. Like I said, if I'm really tired, sometimes I do this, which I shouldn't really do. Like if it's like 10 something or 11, lay down on the bed. I can lay on the bed on my stomach, then all of a sudden I'll be out in like a light. And next thing I know, a couple hours later, I'll wake up and it's like 4 or 5 hours have passed, but primarily on my back. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's 12. What is your all-time favorite town or city? Well, I live in New York, so I like New York, of course, but Vegas, because I've been to Vegas a couple of times. I absolutely love Vegas. But Vegas is great. It's such a beautiful city and such great things to see and do. So Vegas, I guess, would be it, besides the city I live in, of course, New York. Okay, say, I keep losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this is 13. Okay, what are your top 3 qualities that draw you into something new? I guess, well, the newness of it, I guess, the experience of experiencing something new, the mystery of it, I guess, and I guess the satisfaction of discovering it. So I guess those would be the 3 qualities, I guess, of those. Okay, now 14. What are what are you doing for your birthday this year? Well, I have nothing planned for my birthday, but I may take the day off and just kick back and relax. Yeah, it's my birthday, so I gotta find out what day it is in the other week. And if it's a good Friday or Monday, I might take it off for work, so that way I have a long weekend. Okay, so that's 14. Okay, so 15. If you could eliminate one weakness or limitation in your life, what would it be? Limitation. I guess if I could, it would be the ability to drive, because I cannot drive. Okay, although I did take driving lessons when I was younger. Okay, but I never bought a car, and so kind of fell out of that. And I almost wish that I actually, and this is something I probably could remedy really. But I live in New York City, so there's no real need for me to have a car. Although it would help me with a lot of things. Although that's, like I said, that's another bill. But I really don't need a car. But if that would be the one thing, I guess it's a limitation. Because you know, if I learn how to drive, I guess I could buy a car, even if it's a used car, and sure, I probably can afford insurance and stuff, and go places and stuff, and then it would help me, especially if I was to move somewhere where it's far away. But as long as I had a car, I could go places and stuff. So I guess that would be the one thing, I guess. So I lost my track again. Place again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now 16. If you could restore one broken thing, what would it be? Unbroken thing. I have no idea. Broken thing. I'm trying to think of something that I had that's broken. I don't have anything that okay. Or if you talk about famous things, I would say to fix the pyramids. You know, the pyramids were right broken. I always see that in the stupid cartoons where the nose breaks off of the pyramid, which I don't think I ever really had it. But or maybe the Liberty Bell, right? The Liberty Bell had a crack in it. I know people like it. I think it gives it character to have a crack, but fix the Liberty Bell. Let it be nice and solid. Okay, if you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? I like my name, Paul. Paul's a good name, good solid name. I never really thought of this, but maybe Christopher. I don't know, Christopher sounds, because you can call yourself Chris or Chris. Yeah, Christopher. I don't know, for some reason I like that name, Christopher. Okay. Do you believe ignorance is bliss? In a way, yeah. I mean, if you didn't know something, I guess it wouldn't hurt to not know it, I guess. What do you consider is unforgivable? I guess stealing. That's the one thing I really hate as a thief. Okay, thieves, I think that's... I absolutely hate thieves. Okay, and I think that's just unforgivable to steal from other people. Take something from somebody else. It's unforgivable to me. Okay, let's see. I've lost my track again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there's one more question for you. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is the ability to forgive. You know, somebody does something to you, bad or something, you have the ability to forgive them and move on. So I guess that's forgiveness for me. So that's the end of Vanessa's questions for this week. And I'm going to leave off. I'm going to start with next week with question will be, how difficult is it for you to forgive someone who refuses to apologize? And that's a good question. Okay, now, DJ Donnelly. Okay, it's easier with him because he actually numbers his questions. So, let me, I'm going to go with, start with 45, and I'll do 45 to 65. So that'll be about 21 questions, I guess. In Star Wars, why does Count Dooku have a bent lightsaber? I have no idea about that. You know, I love Star Wars, but I absolutely can't tell you that. In your opinion, what do you think is the strongest lightsaber color in Star Wars is, and why do you think it's the strongest? Isn't Luke Skywalker's lightsaber color blue? And I think that's it, because that's the Jedi. So I think that's why I think it's the strongest, because the Force, okay, the positive Force I think is stronger than the dark side. So I want to say the blue. I think blue. Okay, what's your opinion? What do you think is the weakest lightsaber color in Star Wars is, and why do you think it's the weakest? I'm going to say the dark side because it's the Jedi thing corrupted. And so that's why I'm going to say that. And I think it's green. I think Star Wars, you know, the dark side wants a green. Okay, don't quote me on that. I can't swear to that. Is it possible to make a real-life lightsaber that burns through anything like the ones in Star Wars? Probably like a laser. It would have to be like a laser, and they probably can do that. I think we have the technology to do that. What is your favorite Simpsons character and why? That's a good question. Simpsons I used to watch in the beginning, but not so much lately. But back then, Maggie, I don't know, something about her just, you know, sucking on that pacifier that I absolutely love, even though Lisa's close second. I don't say Maggie. I like Maggie, and just because she's quiet and she does her thing. And I think there was an episode that I saw when she had grown up, Into the Future, and that was one of my favorite episodes with Lisa, Maggie. So I'm gonna go with Maggie. Okay. Who's your favorite Family Guy character and why? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Brian or Stewie, but although Peter's just silly. Okay. So Brian is. I'm gonna go with Brian. Although Quagmire is good, and that perverted old man who just creeps me out, but I'm gonna go with Brian because he's so sensible and he gets involved with Peter and Stewie and stuff in adventures, and he's in love with Lois. So I'm gonna go with Brian. I think Brian's the best. Okay, who's your favorite American Dad character? Why? American Dad, I'm not that familiar with. I've seen a few episodes, but I'm gonna go with the freaky alien that stays with him. I don't even know what his name is, but you know, He's actually a screen every time I see him on screen. So the sequel to the Simpsons movies, could it happen? Maybe at the end of after the Simpsons go off the TV show, maybe they'll do a movie just to wrap it up or something. Although, I don't think, I wouldn't bet the farm on it. Okay, why was there never a sequel to the Cable Guy or Godzilla 1988? Okay, I think Cable Guy was like a dark movie, so I don't think you could go anywhere with that because it's dark the way it is, and it's a good, like a one-off. And Godzilla 1988 was horrible. That's the one with Matthew Broderick. That is the one I think you're talking about, where Godzilla looked like he didn't look like Godzilla. Okay, and they had all that, and it didn't make much money, I don't think. So that's why they didn't make a sequel to it. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Yes, I did, and I'm glad Seattle won. Even though Peyton Manning is a good guy, but I was happy for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Okay. Okay. What year had the best movies? The 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, zeros, or the early teens? Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with Jesus. It's going to either be the 40s. That's such great movie. Hollywood back then, even though they had a studio system, they had some of the greatest movies ever. My favorite movie of all time came out in 1946, The Best Years of Our Lives. You got Gentleman's Agreement. You have such great movies that came out back then. Hitchcock Was Working. Or it might be the 70s too. The 70s had a lot of great movies. Godfather, Apocalypse Now. I'm going to say the 40s. Just because I was old Hollywood studio and I love the old films. So I'm going to go with the 40s. Okay, even though the 70s being close. Okay, and remember the 70s had Jaws and I think in Close Encounters. Okay, what year had the best music? The 50s, 60s, 70s? Oh, best music of the 50s. Well, since I grew up in the 80s, but there was a lot of more pop in the 80s. I'm going to go with the 90s. Okay, I'm going to say the 90s had a lot of good music, a lot of good bands and stuff. What year had the best games? Well, I'm not a game player, primarily, so this is going to be a guess for me. Okay, I'm going to say the 2000s, just because technology advanced more, so you have more different games and stuff. Do you like the Back to the Future trilogy? Yes, I do, even though the last movie's not so great, but it's still a decent movie. Okay, and I love the first movie, of course. But I do have it, so definitely I like the Back to the Future trilogy. Okay, in your opinion, what's better, Burger King or McDonald's? I'm gonna have to say McDonald's. They have the best fries ever. Oh my God, their fries are heavenly, and they have Quarter Pounder and a Big Mac. And I remember getting sick eating 2 Big Macs. They used to have that, especially buying one and getting one free, and I ate 2 Big Macs and I got sick. Even though Burger King's, the Whopper I haven't had in a long time, but I remember it being good. But McDonald's has to be. Do you celebrate Christmas? Not really, and so much as that we don't give presents. Most of everybody in my family is grown up now, so we don't really exchange presents like we did when we were younger. So growing up, so I don't really celebrate it, which is kind of a shame. Okay, what do you like about living in America? Freedom. Freedom to say what you want, stuff primarily, and stuff, and all the great opportunities that you have in America. Okay, if you live in certain parts of the world, you can't really speak your mind and stuff, but in America you can, and you can. There's a lot of great opportunity in America, so it's great to live in America. Okay, 5 more questions. What month do you feel makes less money box office wise, January or February? Usually January is where they dump all the bad movies, and then February they start putting out better movies. So even though February is shorter, I'm gonna go with February. Oh well, no, January makes less money, I think, because they just release bad movies, and I think people don't go as much. So I'm gonna go. What month do you feel makes more money box office wise, June or July? I'm gonna go with June primarily, just because May is when they start the summer movies, and then June picks it up. So I think a combination of. So I'm gonna think June. Let's say June. And besides, I remember going to because a lot of people graduate in June from school, and that's when they release the movies because they know kids will be out of school. So I'm gonna go June. Do you drink? Not really. I mean, I can have a beer on occasion, but I haven't had a beer in a long time. Okay, I don't drink like I used to when I was in the service. I don't. It doesn't appeal to me. But I don't smoke. Okay, that's question 64. And what was the last video game I ever played? What was the best? What was the best video game I ever played? Best video game I ever played was Asteroids. I absolutely loved Asteroids when I was a kid. There was a machine in the school, the high school that we used to go to, and Asteroids, and then I even had it on my computer originally. And I should get that again. I loved Asteroids. Okay, and question 60. Well, that's 65. We don't have a 66. Okay, so I'm going to leave off with question, what's the video game? And I'm going to begin with question 67 next week. Okay, for you. Okay, so that'll be the end of this Q&A video, and that was 20 minutes, which is good, so that's not too long. Okay, so this is Trey Pastor. Let me know what you think of my answers, wacky as they are, and feel free to leave comments down below. This is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.